Ok, listos, chicos. Ahora sí, ¿me escuchan? Ok, bueno, vamos a empezar. Qué dicha que están aquí, qué bueno verlos, me gustaría escucharlos a todos. Ahorita tal vez podemos planear otra forma de vernos. Vamos a estar trabajando en algunos de los ejercicios que he visto que se repiten como preguntas del trabajo que han hecho hasta este momento. Han trabajado muy bien, me han entregado todo a tiempo y todo, así que los felicito. Sigan trabajando así, ¿ok? Recuerden que las respuestas que están atrás es un recurso valioso para ustedes, para que aprendan, para que puedan ir a revisar. Recuerden que tienen que revisar, es parte de lo que tienen que hacer. Ver si está buena, le ponen check, si está mala, entonces la corrigen, pero la idea es llegar bien al proceso, ¿ok? Tal vez lo que puedo hacer es buscar otro micrófono, pero dale, no sé, dame un segundo. Sam, ¿me traes el micrófono azul, porfa? ¿A todos les suena que me estoy repitiendo? ¿O será que algo está mal en el de Meli? ¿Alguien que me diga, porfis? ¿O alguien me oye bien o todos me oyen muy mal? ¿Me oyen bien? Meli, tal vez lo que tienes que ver es... Meli, tal vez lo que tienes que ver es sí, gracias. Sí, no sé si tal vez está conectado algo aparte o no sé. ¿Ok? Bueno, trata de arreglarlo ahí. Ok, entonces recuerden que la idea con las respuestas al final es que ustedes puedan hacer todo su proceso y luego revisar las respuestas. Si está bien, le ponen check, por favor. Y si está mal, le ponen una corrección, o sea, hacen su corrección, piensan, uy, ¿será que sumé mal? ¿O será que hice esto totalmente mal? ¿O qué hago? Y revisan su trabajo, ¿ok? Eso es muy, muy importante. Y luego que revisaron el trabajo y que llegaron a la respuesta correcta, le ponen check otra vez y ya, súper, ¿ok? Excelente, chicos. Entonces, vamos, lo que quiero, como les puse ahí en el chat, pueden escoger, si quieren, pueden ir llenando, digamos, huequillos que les quedó ahí, como no sé cómo hacer la 1 de la lección 81 y la vamos a hacer, entonces ustedes la llenan ahí. O si prefieren tener todo en orden, hay algunos que ustedes prefieren como tener así en orden, pueden también simplemente poner, después de la lección 85, el problem set que hicimos, entonces poner clase de aclaración de dudas, miércoles 25 de marzo, clase en vivo y copian todo, ¿ok? Bueno, chicos, sáquenle, ¿verdad? El mayor provecho a esta clase. Si tienen alguna duda, me pueden hacer la consulta por el live chat. Y si no tienen ninguna duda, pues yo continuaré con la lista de las preguntas que he visto como que están ahí como con dudillas. ¿Ok? Vamos entonces a empezar con la lección 81. El problem set 81, vamos a hacer la número 1. Si ustedes ya la tienen buena, entonces no hay ningún problema. Pueden simplemente asegurar su conocimiento y estar claros y revisar, sí, así lo hice, qué bueno. O, uy, no, llegué a la respuesta, pero nada que ver, así no era, ¿ok? Ok, entonces, y voy a ir en orden, voy a ir lección 81, 1, 5, 13 y así, voy a ir en orden. Entonces, también para que vayan ahí conmigo y no se pierdan, ¿ok? Ok. Número 1 dice, find 3 consecutive even integers such that 4 times the sum of the first and the third is. Remember when it says consecutive integers is x plus 2, and x plus 4. because they're consecutive, but they're even, consecutive even. So they're going to go 2 by 2, okay? And so it says such that 4 times the sum, 4 times, we know it's a multiplication, 4 times what? 4 times the sum of the first, which is x, and the third, which is x plus 4. And this is 16 greater than 7 times the second. Okay? 16 greater is an addition, so we put the plus 16. Okay? Everyone should be able to do this, chicos, this translation. We have been practicing translating this into math. So make sure that you do it carefully. Okay? Then we do the distributive property, and I like to simplify this first. 1 plus 1, x is 2x, and 2x times 4 is 8x, and then 4 times 4, 16. Okay? So 2 times 4 is 8, and 4 times 4, 16. And the same here. 7 times x, 7x, plus 14, and then plus 16. A lot of the problems also are just like this one. 3 times the sum of the first and the second one is negative 3 times the third one plus 20, or minus 5. So you just have to remember kind of like the order, and then do the same every time. The 7x comes here to subtract, so 8x minus 7x. And then the 14 plus 16 minus 16 are going to cancel, the 16s. So it's 14, so x equals 14. Now remember, in these exercises, they're asking for 3 numbers that have these conditions. So you have to give me your final answer. 14, 16, and 18. Okay? And that's it. That's your final answer. Okay. Any questions? Okay. All right. Another thing is, remember that if maybe I'm going too fast and you need to wait, what you can also do is just pay attention now, and this video will be recorded, or is being recorded. So what you can do is later come back and pause the video and copy each exercise more with more peace and more time. Okay? All right. Meli, I see you have a question. I see you have a question. So make sure that you send it to me in a little bit. Let's do first all the exercises that I have, and then you can send me your questions, okay? So that I don't get lost there in the other responses. Sebas, I'm not sure what is the other way you did it. I can check your work in a little bit, but this is the way that I need you to do it. Okay, so it would be good if you didn't copy it right now, that you go back and copy it, okay? Because it's the process with algebraic things. I mean, if you change x for n, that's fine. But anything else might be, I don't know. I'll have to check your answer, okay? But let's make sure that we follow also what we have been learning in class. Okay, let's continue with lesson 81.5. Lesson 81.5 says, the new hug food supplement increased the weight gain by 2/5. If the weight gain used to be 300 pounds, what was the new weight gain? Okay, so it says that it increased the weight gain by 2/5, and the gain 2/5. And if the gain weight used to be 300, what was the new weight gain? Okay, so in this case, what are they saying? What are they giving us? That, I have it here, that the new one is 2/5 of the old one. Okay, so it says 2/5 of 300. And that's the new one. Okay, that's the increase. So what we're going to have to do is find what this is. So we simplify 5 and 300, which is 60. 2 times 60 is 120, which is, sorry, not new, but the increase. Okay, so if that's the increase and 300 is what we used to have, we have to add 300 plus 120, which is 420. That would be the new net, what is it? Weight gain. Okay? All right, be very careful with that. Let's continue. The next one says we're going to do 9. Okay, remember that in 9, and in all of those that are like that, it says first solve by graphing. So every time it says solve by graphing, everyone has to graph. I see some people just giving me the elimination and substitution. No, you have to do the graphing, okay? So what we're going to do is first graph, and then you're going to check your answer with elimination or substitution. Okay, but this is just to make sure your answers match. So the exercise says, remember for graphing, I think right now everyone has graphing paper, graphing notebook, but just remember that this is very important to do with your graphing paper. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to use the slope-intercept method that we learned. Okay, each line of the axis needs to be on top of one of the lines from your notebook, and then each one of these is one of the squares in your notebook. And I'm going to use 2 different colors to graph. So let's do this one with red. Remember that we learned in the slope-intercept method that we're going to start, this is my starting point, and then the 1/1 is my direction. How am I moving? So 1 would be 1 here. That's my starting point. Okay? And then 1/1 positive means go up 1, 1 to the right. Go up 1, 1 to the right. Okay? And there, with a ruler, you can pass your nice line. Okay? Then the next one is negative. So that one we know it's going to go down. That one is falling if we're reading from left to right. And we start in this case with -1. So -1 goes here. Okay? And it's going to go 1 down, 1 to the right. So 1 down, 1 to the right. 1 down, 1 to the right. 1 down, 1 to the right. Remember, the question is, teacher, how many points? Well, minimum 3 points. Minimum. Then you can do more if it's easy, if you have space, whatever. Okay? Now, if we go opposite, 1 up, 1 to the left, we see that this is where the line touches. Okay? The 2 lines touch there. So this is my solution. That's when it says solve by graphing. That's what I want. I want to find that point. And that solution is first reading to the x, -1. And then it didn't move up or down, so 0. That point is -1, 0, which is my answer. Okay? Now, the exercise says, now check your answer with elimination or substitution. And since this is ready to do elimination, I'm going to do it with elimination. How do I know it's ready to do elimination? Because it's a positive one and a negative one, so they're ready to cancel each other. So I'm going to add them. 1 y plus another y, 2 y's. Okay? 1x minus 1x, 0, x. And 1 minus 1, 0. So the 2 goes to divide, and 0 divided by 2 is 0. So I found my y, which looks good. That's what I have for y. And then I have to substitute. So I'm going to come here to this one. And I'm going to say, okay, 0, well, y equals x plus 1. So 0 equals x plus 1. The 1 goes to subtract, and that's your x. And that's how you see that what you got here is correct, because you also got it there. Okay? All right. Awesome. Okay, notice how this is very easy. You just have to follow steps. Always leave the y by itself to graph. Then start on the b. This is the b. Y equals mx plus b. So start on this number, the one that doesn't have an x. You put that number in the y-axis, always the y-axis. And from there, you start moving, whatever this direction tells you. So 1 over 1, 1 over 1, 1 over 1. Negative 1 over 1 is 1 down, 1 to the right, 1 down, 1 to the right, 1 down, 1 to the right. Okay? Awesome. Very good. All right, let's keep going. Continuing with lesson 81. We're going to do now um, 11. All right, 11. 11 is one of those of scientific notation, okay? And you just have to work very carefully. 0.3000 times 10 to the 7th, and then 700,000. All of that divided by 5,000. And times 10 to negative 6. Okay, so again, do this the way that I've taught you. Don't try to do like some of you like just left this here and started to. No, let's do it the way we learned. Okay, so the first thing is we're going to get rid of all these numbers that are not in scientific notation. Okay, because they're not helping us. We want to work in scientific notation. My answer needs to be in scientific notation. So I'm going to move from here 1, 2, 3 times. So it's going to be 3 times 10 to the negative 3. Why negative 3? Because I have a very small number, a number smaller than 1. So when a number is smaller than 1, it's going to be negative. When a number is bigger than 1, the exponent is going to be positive. Okay? Now this 7 is adding, so I put it there to add. Okay? Pretty easy. Just follow the steps. Now this one is 7 times 10, and I move from here where my decimal point is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And again, 700,000 is bigger than 1, so I'm going to put this positive 5. And then the 5,000 is also going to be positive exponent because it is bigger than 1. So that's times 3. 1, 2, 3. And this one is smaller than 1. So I'm going to put, I'm going to move it to the left, to the right. So it's going to be negative exponent. Now in this case, since I have 3 times 7 is 21, right? I can just leave this as 21, like make it come all the way here, okay? But since what we've been doing always is 2.1, let's do it there. So 1, 2, 3. So that's times 10 to the negative 3 minus 6. Okay, so notice how now we have each one of them in scientific notation, and now it's super easy to simplify that. I just have to multiply and divide the numerical coefficients on the front. And then just add the exponents on the top add the exponents on the bottom, and then pass to the top to simplify the rest, okay? So let's do this. 3 times 7, I'm going to put it here just so we have it. It's 21. And then I'm going to add minus 3 plus 7 is 4, and 4 plus 5 is 9. I'm not going to multiply these two because I know they're going to cancel with this. 5 times 2.1, can you see? Maybe it's a little too small. 2.1